I'm Edie Lush, and I'm here in Davos in the Hub Culture Pavilion, and I'm very excited to be joined by, in fact, the person who was my first ever interview in Davos at the Hub Culture Pavilion, Amy Rosen, and you're the president and CEO of NIFTY, which stands for the Network for Teaching Entrepreneurship.
Absolutely.
So tell me a little bit about youth unemployment, and I'd love to hear some stories of where things are going really wrong, and then where you might be helping them go a little bit better.
Sure. So let me just begin by saying sort of what we actually do is work with kids from economically challenging circumstances. We've worked with about 500,000 of them around the world, and we help them to actually unlock their entrepreneurial mindset and give them the knowledge and skills they need to actually become entrepreneurial in their seeking of work or their creation of business. They all do business plans, middle school, high school kids competing with some of the best entrepreneurs around the world, and they actually get the right to own their future. So you sort of put that against what this current and future prospect is of youth employment, and it's pretty grim out there.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, you know, there's been a lot of public conversation about the situation in the Middle East and Northern Africa, where we have, you know, 1 out of 4, 2 out of 5, whichever way you want to look at it.
Right.
But if you look virtually in every continent, I mean, in Europe alone, you've got, you know, Spain and Morocco,
Spain,
50,
Greece.
60%. In America, the U.S. numbers just came out, 6.7% for the general population, way over 20% for kids. It's, you know, as the economics and employment are getting better for adults, they're getting worse for kids.
Right.
And there's more kids being born. So we have, you know, majority youth in Africa, 2050. We have 500 million youth already in India in the next generation, 600 million out of China. And even if we're able to, and which we need to do, align our training and education of children for the existing jobs, because we're clearly not fitting them.
There's just think more about what the
there's just not going to be
future
enough.
will be.
It's the knowledge economy. There's less jobs, the kind of jobs that we think about today.
Right.
But there's going to be lots and lots of opportunities for kids. Go in the hub culture out here and see everybody working on their computer. They're going to be running their businesses that way, and we've got to give them the skills and sort of flip that attitude. And lastly, I would just say culturally, we all got to get over this notion of teaching kids that failure is bad. We start it from them, you know, the first time they go to school, all they have to be is successful. And if they don't learn how to take risks and actually be willing to fail or pivot in what they're doing, they're not going to make it. So there's some basic skills and attitude stuff too that we really need to work on.
So it sounds like it's not just a challenge in terms of what you teach, but kind of how you teach. And it sounds like maybe the education system that we put our kids through isn't really the right one in some cases.
Yeah, it definitely needs to be tweaked.
Right.
You know, it's also, I mean, I believe it's how we're teaching them too. And there's lots of people smarter than I about this, about, you know, sort of how to do blended learning and all those kind of things. But fundamentally, when we take young people who are economically at risk and we don't connect school with opportunity, they don't make it. I mean, in the US, 85% of the kids who drop out from school say if it was connected with something to do with their lives, they would have stayed in.
Right.
So what is more connected than actually teaching kids how to actually understand that they own the world, and that you do it by showing them how to make money, and they get more engaged in school, they go to college, they connect it with actually their own personal journey.
Amy Rosen, thanks so much for stopping back into the Hub.
You are welcome.
Pavilion.
Thanks for what you're doing.
And I'm Edie Lush.